The drama just got intense. Diddy has come out to expose Jay-Z, and it seems like he's aiming to bring Jay-Z down with him. Diddy, who's been in legal trouble and faced industry backlash, seems to be seeking revenge. Allegedly, he's got some heavy evidence about Jay-Z's alleged infidelity, claiming Jay-Z used mistresses to hide his tracks. This tea is piping hot. Seems like Diddy is really out for revenge against Jay-Z. Their once close bromance has soared, possibly because Jay-Z distanced himself from Diddy due to his troubles. Misery loves company, they say, and Diddy might be trying to drag Jay-Z down with him. It's a wild ride, folks. Y'all probably caught wind of those lawsuits against Diddy, right? 5 different folks suing him over some serious stuff. That's the last thing celebs want their fans thinking about. Jay-Z definitely doesn't want to be tied to all that mess because it'll reflect poorly on him too. Now, Jay-Z and Diddy go way back, like 90s besties. They're tight. Jay-Z is the only one Diddy lets call him by his first name.
One person.
Oh, go on.
And I call him Sean. That's Jay-Z. We call each other Sean.
Okay.
Yeah. Nobody else could call me Sean.
He's the only person who's Sean approved.
There's not a single person that
outside of family.
That should be outside of my mother.
Okay,
They should be calling me. Yeah, they should be calling me Sean.
He used to be a regular at Jay-Z's yearly Rock Nation brunch. Maybe he hoped Jay-Z would have his back through all this mess, maybe even pull some strings to help him out. But Jay-Z's been MIA, leaving Diddy out in the cold. Now, Diddy's had enough of keeping quiet and taking hits to his reputation, especially since, well, things are getting spicy. Diddy's got some tea on Jay-Z, claiming he's been up to some stuff that would have social media in a frenzy. And it's not totally surprising, considering Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy and Jaguar W's bold statement accusing Jay-Z of being the real villain. She even hinted at Jay-Z having a closet full of skeletons but being clever enough to keep them hidden. Unlike Diddy, who's been sloppy and caught up in lawsuits.
Carter is worse.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
This pussy been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 fucking years.
Even Jack Wright chimed in with something intriguing about Jay-Z and Diddy's relationship. She hinted that there might have been some shady stuff happening between them.
Rivalry with Honeycombs and AKA Diddy. And
why do you give him the honeycombs? Why do you give him honeycomb?
Because he smacks so sweet. That fucking sodomite. Anyway.
He's speaking up about Jay-Z and dropping some serious bombshells. Remember how Beyonce spilled the tea about Jay-Z's infidelity in Lemonade? Well, Jay-Z confirmed it himself in his album 444, but Diddy's got more to add. He's talking about how Jay-Z allegedly not only cheated on Beyonce, but also tried to silence his mistresses to cover his tracks. There's this woman, Kathy White, in the mix. She ended up dead just when she was about to spill the beans on their affair. Rumors have swirled for years about Jay-Z allegedly being involved in her demise to keep his affair under wraps. It's a dark and mysterious story that's got everyone talking. Things get even more suspicious when you hear that Kathy's passing coincided with Beyonce's pregnancy with Jay-Z. Remember that pregnancy where people were speculating about whether it was real or not? Yeah, the one with the folded belly rumors. That's enough to make anyone wonder. But it gets sketchier. Kathy reportedly contacted a reporter, hinting at spilling the tea about her affair with Jay-Z. You can imagine Jay-Z wouldn't want that kind of gossip getting out. Rumors linking Kathy and Jay-Z began when they were seen together at a nightclub with one of Jay-Z's close friends, none other than Diddy himself. They were all in town for the Mayweather and Marquez boxing match, according to reports. SCRENSHOT 553. Just before the pair attended the Sin City fight, Jay purchased a 2,500 pair of Louis Vuitton shoes for Caddy to wear that evening. Insiders say that Jay requested that she bring a few friends to ride with them that evening in order for them to not appear as a couple during their time in Vegas. Jay also took her gambling at the Bellagio Casino. That's where Jay was again reportedly adamant about her friends circling the pair during their time at the table in an attempt to cover their public appearances. Reports suggest that Jay-Z and Kathy were involved even before he started dating Beyonce. But he ultimately chose to commit to Beyoncé because, well, duh. Now, remember Jason Lee and his recent threats to reveal damaging info about Beyoncé? Diddy's suggesting it might be connected to Kathy's untimely passing because Kathy and Jason were tight buddies. Jason was the first to spill the tea about the affair. After Jason leaked the news, tabloids and bloggers were all over Kathy, hoping she'd dish out the details. Rumor has it she got a tempting offer from a big-name tabloid. She even gave Jay-Z a heads up that she was ready to go public. But just a few days later, Beyoncé dropped the bombshell that she was expecting Blue Ivy. And then, photos of Jay-Z, Kathy, and Diddy surfaced online, seemingly confirming the affair. According to Diddy, he believes Kathy may have leaked the photos as payback for Jay-Z blindsiding her with the baby announcement. Jay-Z faced major backlash for cheating on Beyoncé, and the tabloids were itching to hear Kathy's side of the story. Shockingly, she passed away less than 24 hours after the photos hit the internet. Talk about some seriously. Adding to the intrigue, Kathy's social media accounts vanished after her passing, fueling speculation that she might have been silenced. Some fingers pointed at Jay-Z, suggesting he could have been involved, but there's been no solid proof, leaving it all wrapped in mystery. Still, it's enough to give you chills. What's truly baffling is the circumstances of her death. The initial autopsy said it was a head injury, but later they said it was an aneurysm. While aneurysms can happen suddenly, the sudden change raises eyebrows. And just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, reports from the NYPD detective overseeing the case contradicted the aneurysm diagnosis. Journalist Claudia Jordan dug deeper into the investigation and uncovered shocking revelations. According to an NYPD detective who told me Kathy's cause of death was uncertain, and later today, we will have the autopsy and toxicology reports. Right now, the death is considered suspicious. She continued. A 911 call came in from an apartment on 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan. An ambulance came and took Kathy because she was sick. They took her to the Beth Israel Hospital, and that's where she expired. It was too early to be speculating that an aneurysm killed her. They will be doing an autopsy later today to check out her cause of death, but someone might have given Kathy a bad drug, so they'll do a toxicology, and we'll have to wait 2 weeks for that report. Now the fact that the autopsy results were never made public only deepens the mystery surrounding Kathy's death, like there's a thick veil of secrecy surrounding the whole ordeal, and Din allegedly believes that there's a cover-up and that Jay-Z might be behind it allegedly. Now remember Kathy's plan to spill Tito with the journalist before her untimely demise. Well, that journalist has now stepped forward, and her name is Liz Crum. Let me tell you all this details. She's prepared are chilling to the bone. It's like something out of a horror movie, and it makes you question just how deep this rabbit hole goes. In a new article she wrote about the case, she said, "Years later, I met sources who knew both Jay-Z, Kathy, and inside information on her death. They strongly believe Jay-Z had her murdered to silence her. One source told me Jay-Z had law enforcement and even coroners in his back pocket. The source also said that there are corrupt coroners in New York City who will rule homicides as natural death for cash." She continued. In 2020, Crazy Days and Nights reported this. The A-list host model is also an actress. Our host has always stayed quiet about the death of her friend, but has become more convinced over the years that the permanent A-list rapper had her friend killed. It just seems too convenient that he wanted her out of the picture, and shortly after he said that the friend ended up dead, the blind item later revealed the aced host was Claudia Jordan, the rapper was Jay-Z, and Claudia's friend was Kathy. Liz didn't stop there. She drew parallels between Jay-Z and his BFF Diddy, highlighting how they both mistreated women. She pointed out that Diddy, who was with Jay-Z during the time of Kathy, has also faced accusations regarding the suspicious death of his ex-girlfriend Kim Porter. Kim's baby daddy, A.L. Bisher, suggested she was murdered, and Jaguar Wright has stated she believes Diddy had something to do with it. If this is true, Diddy's out for blood and seems to have insider knowledge about his former bestie, Jay-Z. Jay-Z might want to consider reaching out to Diddy or something, because Diddy doesn't seem too friendly towards him at the moment. Who knows what else he might spill about his former friend? Fans are all over this tea, and the streets are buzzing with heady talk. SCRE Show to 1122. Just like the floodgates open for Diddy, it will open for Bubby Lips, and this is why their marriage is so messed up in the media. They act like they're a power couple. However, behind closed doors, it's probably a living hell for B. I feel nothing for her. It's wild how these women seem to know what they're getting into from the start. Yet they still end up falling for these wealthy men and then threaten to go public. It never ends well, and I've been saying it since it happened. This isn't Jay-Z's first rodeo. But this ain't Texas, woo, ain't no hold'em, woo. So lay your comments down, 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 'cause I gotta know what y'all think about this. It's really, really crazy. But do you believe Diddy? Share your thoughts below. See you in next video.